We do. We just approved it. All right, you're good to go.
Big welcome out there to all those King Street kids and adults that happen to be watching. What I'm going to do is to talk a little bit about what my vocation is and was for over 30 years, and that's athletic training, which basically is the care, prevention, treatment of athletic injuries and rehabilitating them. I learned how to do some of this stuff before my junior year in high school. And I was taught by an African-American assistant athletic trainer, Herman McGee, who had been at Clemson for over 40 years. So I was very fortunate in who taught me. The best thing about all of this is our role as athletic trainers is to take care of people and their injuries, but ultimately the first and most important thing is to prevent the injury. So right now, we're practicing prevention. Daniel and I, as well as Pastor Rebecca filming this, are all wearing our mask. It's a form of prevention. And that's what we do as athletic trainers. The main thing that we do, and I can't tell you how many ankles I taped over the 30 plus years, but we tape a lot of ankles because what we want to do is prevent you from getting injured, prevent you from spraining your ankle. And that happens a lot. The main way that you sprain your ankle, and Rebecca, if you can come in and kind of come over the top here, is the major mechanism is what we call inversion. So your ankle gets turned inward. You step on the outside of your ankle and it rolls, and you have two main ligaments here. One here called your anterior talofibular ligament, and then one underneath here called your calcaneofibular ligament. 85% of ankle sprains occur with that mechanism. The other way we do that is we plantar flex and go to the outside, which is called eversion. And we have a big, dense, broad ligament right there called the deltoid. So what we do as athletic trainers after somebody gets injured or to prevent injury is we tape their ankle. When I first started, when I had brown hair and not gray, we actually would shave the ankle and tape directly to the skin. Athletes didn't like that a lot. Then we developed something called pre-wrap, which is a spongy, easily tearable protectorant to go over the skin to keep it from being irritated from the tape. And this is what we call pre-wrap. When I was coming along, this is 1-inch tape. We normally used 1.5 or 2-inch tape. And this is our regular adhesive tape. Easily tearable. We would wrap this on. It is sticky. Okay, so it's got an adherent to it. But this now is much more expensive. We are now using things that stick to themselves as under wrap. So this is called Power Flex. So normally if I were taping an ankle, I would apply the Power Flex underneath just to get started. And instead of using the tape now that attaches and is sticky, we now have something called Power Tape, which once again just adheres to itself. It's not sticky. So now we're going to tape an ankle. We want the ankle in what we call a neutral position. So we want to see a 90-degree angle right here, the foot up and straight. And we're going to start with what we call anchor strips. Anchor. Anchor. Daniel, hold that foot there. Now you're a big strapping young boy. Don't let me flop you around like a fish. So now we have our anchors. And what we're going to do now is stirrups. Remember, 85% of the injuries occur with the foot turning in. So you're going to see me put the stirrups from the inside out to keep the ankle from turning in. Foot up, Daniel. So this is called a stirrup. And we're going to do 3 of these. And now we're going to continue. Come out just a little bit. We're going to continue to anchor down now. Working down. The good part about this kind of tape here is it's waterproof as well. So like when we tape swimmers, It's real easy. So now I put the anchors and all and anchored everything down, and now we're going to do what we call C-strips. So notice I just come around the back of the ankle and I'm doing a C to get prepared to close this ankle tape job up. So we've come here, now here, and now we're going to put the magic ones on that lock the ankle joint in place. Everything always has a name. These are called Louisiana heel locks. Interestingly enough, in my career, I ended up at Tulane University in Louisiana. So that's a heel lock, figure 8, tear. Toe up, Daniel. Heel lock, figure 8, tear. Now we're going to do a figure 8. And we're going to do the distal anchor. And there you have a completed tape job. Now what we're going to do is we're going to show you how quickly this would happen when I'm in the training room trying to get all this done with 100 football players, and we got an hour to tape everybody. Let's get the other foot up there.
Oh, joy. Time it.
Toes up. And that's what happens when you try to get in a hurry. Get toes up. And imagine doing about 30 or 40 of these every day. Now we're going to go to a new roll of tape, and this was what would happen all the time. You'd be sitting there thinking you're going to get toes up. I hope you've enjoyed this demonstration. Let's remember, everybody stay safe out there. And the one thing Daniel likes about this now is it doesn't stick to itself. I mean, it doesn't stick to the skin. So we can very easily, except I taped him too tight. And these aren't my normal scissors. Toes up. Thank you.
I'm a bad patient.
Oh, just peel it off.
And it just peels right off. And there's his little souvenir that I may sign after this. Have a great day. Appreciate you.